welcome to my channel. My name is Olga, and today the video is about advice that I would give to a student that's planning to come in the UK or who has just come into the UK. So I'm giving this advice because first, maybe I did enough research, but I didn't have someone tell me like direct advice like this. And I think it would be helpful for someone that's actually planning or someone who has just landed in the UK. So let's get into the video. The first advice I would give to a student that's planning to come to the UK is learn a skill. Learn a skill. What do I mean by learn a skill? Like learn something like plaiting hair, how to do makeup, how to do nails, you get. Like learn those things because those skills are actually going to help you, like how to sew clothes and all that. Why? Because when you're in school, sometimes maybe you may not have time to do part-time jobs. And also when you're in school, you're limited to work for 20 hours. But if you have a skill, you can actually use it to earn more money, if you get what I mean. And trust me, like we pay a lot for hair. We pay a lot for hair, and people that plait are really earning, because just think about it, like imagine having your skill and that's like you earn from that skill, and you earn more than someone who has actually gone into a job. Like of course work, but you can have your side skill, if you get what I mean. Yeah. And then so besides that I would say it's the best thing that you can actually do for yourself while you're planning to come to the UK, because people that have skills charge more, if you get what I mean. Because imagine to go to a hair salon, like let's say I want braids like this, there is no hair salon that's going to charge you less than £70. In Uganda shillings, £70, that is close to 300,000 Uganda shillings. And that is just the minimum. So make sure you learn a skill. Number 2 is I advise you, like when you get into the UK, pray. Like make sure you hold your take your relationship with God very, very, very importantly. Because when you come to a new country, first of all, you're going to face loneliness. That's the first thing. And besides you facing like all the loneliness, also like imagine that culture shock is hitting you. You don't have friends, you left your friends home. Maybe in the country you only know like limited people, and even though you have relatives, most of the times they're also busy or they're in other cities, so you're going to be lonely. For the first few days you're going to feel a little bit lonely, because even the friends you get, you won't even be sure like if they're going to be your friends in the long run, or if you're really rhyming, like if you get what I mean. So make sure you hold your relationship with God very, 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 very importantly, because it's God that's going to help you go through that phase, like of you getting used, of you meeting the right people, of you making the right friends, of you being strong in that time of loneliness, if you get. Yeah, at least I'm saying this out of experience, because for the first few weeks I was really, really lonely before I met a friend, before I got my first friend. I was lonely, and yes, I would meet people and they were really nice. It's just that, remember, not everyone that you meet is going to become your friend automatically. Yeah, but through like me praying and all, God helped me meet good people, and he also like helped me to be strong and go through that time. Yeah, then the second thing I would say is be open-minded, in terms of like, you've come to a new country. First of all, you've left your friends back home. Maybe your friends had a different vibe, and here you find everyone has a different vibe. You have to kind of be open-minded, and then so that you can like talk to everyone. Don't be very closed because I find like people who tend to be closed, okay, at least that was me. Like I'd go to uni, attend lectures, then immediately come back home. So it was hard for me to get a friend. Yeah. So, but if you're open in a way that when you sit with someone in the lecture, you talk, through that, like you're going to get friends, and you're going to get friends easily. I know that doesn't come easy, but when you relocate to a new country, you kind of have to put in the extra effort so that you can meet friends, because we can't live without people. We need people in our lives, you know that. Yeah. So point number 3, the other thing I would advise somebody to do not follow advice from everybody. Yeah. Don't follow every advice that you hear from anybody. If even when you hear me advising you, go and make your own research. Don't just take every word that I speak as if it's the only word. I hope you understand that. Why? Because everybody's life is different. First of all, everyone is different. I may tell you certain experiences I had, and then for you, you may not face them. But if you go with a biased mind, my advice that I've given you is going to be affecting you. I mean, for example, some people come to the UK and then they advise them to leave their studies. They tell them, oh, leave your studies, come and do care work, come and like do those jobs, and then you get money, just leave your studies, it's okay. Guys, don't do that. Never forget the sole reason why you came, if you came to study. Because when you come to study, they have a reason why they're giving you 20 hours so that you can actually study and do well in your studies. So don't follow anyone's advice, because some people, you find somebody came in 2001 and is giving you advice, yet you just come in 2020 or 22. So please make sure you don't listen to all types of advice. So like, people are going to give you different types of advice. Oh my goodness. Because like when I first joined, I saw some girls, like in the first weeks they would be really nice and they're so kind, what, like, you know, they're serious with their studies. After some time, this is a girl that's not coming for lectures. This is a girl that has started doing like really like things that are not really good for her and all that, coming to class high and all that. I know it may seem fun, like, and right now it may seem like I'm talking like a mother or talking like a big sister, but yes, I'm your big sister. But it's not nice. Don't follow everyone's advice and don't just follow peer pressure. Yeah, because it could actually affect you, and besides it affecting you, it may also affect your studies. I think it's point number 4 now. Point number 4. I would advise every student, you have 20 hours on your visa for working. Some students don't want to work, which is okay, because maybe they can't multitask between studies and work. But what I would advise you to do is to use that time, at least those 20 hours, use them for volunteering. And you may not want to volunteer necessarily for full 22 hours, but you can actually apply for voluntary work and only volunteer once a day. To you, it may seem like it's something very small, but on your CV, it's actually going to be very important at the end when you're trying to look for a job, or even after graduating when you're trying to look for a graduate job, because this will show that you know how you have experience in working in the UK. You volunteered, because they take voluntary work as something very important. So make sure that even though you don't feel like working, at least volunteer. At least during school holidays, take up summer internships. All these things I'm telling you, I may not tell you the full definition and all that, but just go and research. You know, Google is your best friend. Yeah, but make sure that you do those internships. Check up work placement. Try to look for those places where you can work during the holidays, at least, because that experience is building your CV. Because imagine 2 people go to look for a graduate job. One person only went to school, studied in uni, finished, graduated without any single experience. Then you find this other person, this person wasn't able to do full-time work, but was able to do small voluntary jobs or small internships. Of course, you're going to give the one with internships, because you see that they actually have the drive. So this is advice that I didn't get immediately. I think I got this advice in second year from one of my OGs. She was in Brunel. Yeah, and I'm really grateful to her, by the way, because it has really helped me. Anyway, I got this advice from her, and it has actually helped me so much, because it even helped me get my placement. It's helped me get jobs easily. I'm telling you, easily. Yeah, because last week I was actually thinking of changing my job, so I was like, let me apply for jobs. It's I was serious, but at the same time not serious, if you get what I mean. Yeah, so I applied, and in just 20 minutes they were calling me, and even weeks after they are still trying to reach me. Make sure that you're building your CV, so in that way your CV is actually speaking for you when you're looking for a graduate job, even when you're looking for the part-time jobs later, when you can actually balance studies and work. Point number 5. this is going to sound like I don't know, like as if I'm forcing you guys, but live within your means. Live within your means. This is coming from someone that would, okay, like at first, like in my first year, like in my foundation year, I used not to work, so I used to get, like, my mom used to send money, and sometimes she would send money and I would spend that money in just 1 week. Imagine. Then I suffer for that 3 weeks. Guys, I'm ashamed of that, but yeah, but I'll just say, like, live within your means, because of course you go through like phases of not having money and all that, but at least if you try to like teach yourself financial discipline, and no one is yet perfect at it, like even people who have already, like, really, who are really old are not perfect at it, but just make sure you're trying to teach yourself financial discipline, like, from the start, so that by the time you're graduating and all, like when you start working, you're not just splashing the money out, like, chop my body. Yeah, so this will help you in a way that you will not go broke, first of all, in a way that it will keep you disciplined as well. Yeah, and also, like, you learn ways how to manage your money, like how to save your money. And yeah, and I feel like when you get your money and you're responsible with it, it even gives you the strength to work more, because you can see money in your account. But when the account is empty, you may get used to the poverty. Anyway, we can't get used to poverty. Yeah, thank you guys for watching my video, and make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment, tell me your thoughts, like, tell me your thoughts, make video requests, and also share with your friends so that they can watch this.